right around the world on YouTube. You're with Old Mate. Here at Old Mate's Tech Shed. Well, this wasn't on the cards. Not something I wanted to partake in. We're going to start again. And we've got to start from scratch. So, for a Thursday Arvo, here at Old Mate's Tech Shed, as you can see in the background, grab yourselves a cup of coffee and let me explain what the hell happened. That time of the week here at Old Mate's, time for a coffee chat. Hey, how are we? You'll have to excuse the thumping and noise in the background. I've got demolition happening next door. So I've got excavators and huge skips and everything. So you're just going to have to put up with the noise. I can't do anything about it. But here we are. Old Mates. Tech Shed. And, yeah. Not ideal. Now, this is a coffee chat. Hopefully you've got your coffee. All right. So what happened? What the? Out of nowhere, I disappear for pretty much a month. I got hacked. Now I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat what happened. All right. How do I put this? I have to fix that up in post. Anyway, I came back from a festival that I'd done from work, a field day. I was tired. Absolutely dead set, fair income, knackered. Borderline cactus. I can get away with all that crap at the moment, can't I? And I fell victim to a phishing scam that took out the everything. And when I say it took out everything, I mean it took out everything. Email, YouTube channel, Google Wallet, Australia's MyGov, everything was connected to my email. Now, some of you out there will say, oh mate, that was stupid. In hindsight, yes, but from a management point of view, having everything in the one spot made my life easy. Clearly. So I lost everything. Now, it's not ideal. And I admit that. Starting again is a right pain. 11 years on YouTube gone. Oh well. They say third time's a charm. I'll be honest, I think second time was. Because now I'm going to be really battling. The 9 or 10 of you who've subbed back, I thank you for coming back. And to Jim Plays and to Double T for trying to keep things right. But I lost everything. The phishing scam was on my phone. And it blew away the phone as well. So, everything's gone. Completely trashed. I've just realised, look at this. My hands disappear. See if I can fix this up a bit for you guys, because that looks absolutely crap, doesn't it? Let me just... Oh. Let me just... No. That'll do it. Yeah, alright, fine. Whatever. We know the coffee chat videos aren't great. I have to fix up the resolution later, but anyhow. So, everything is gone. Got to start all over again. My plan, as at the moment, will be to upload some of the previous videos I've already got that I had from Old Mate's Backyard Tech, upload them, re-tag them, so that those who may have watched the last lot of videos come to here. Now, if any of you know any of my other subscribers, let them know. Old Mate's back. It's just under a new name. Oh, God. I'm going to have a headache by the end of this. Do I feel like an idiot? Yeah, of course I do. I feel stupid for doing it. But when you're tired, you're exhausted, you're not thinking, what happens? Bang. You lose the lot. And unfortunately, I did. So, where does that leave with the new system? Well, same old mate. Same topics. The Berliner, Server PC stuff, Pro Audio Fridays, Guess That Track, coffee chats, weekends with Old Mate, it's all back. Just got to start again. The good thing is the holier-than-thou know-it-all experts are probably having a mass piss-up because they finally got rid of me. They didn't. I stupidly did it to myself. So, that's it in a nutshell. I fell victim to a phishing scam and stupidly opened it on my mobile phone. Gone. So where does that leave me now? Well, like I said, we're just starting again. We have no choice. Did everything I could to get the channel back. Couldn't be recovered. Couldn't even get the emails back. So everything's gone. Start again. Not the best way to have a clean out, is it? You just open a phishing scam and lose the everything. It's catastrophic. But what do you do? Those of you who have resubbed, I thank you. Hopefully a lot of you will be able to find other YouTubers that were subbed to me. Let them know I'm back. I will hashtag some stuff. Try and bring people back to the new channel. I have got some recent videos from the old channel that I will upload. All the 80 series stuff is gone though. That's gone for good. I don't even have any of that backed up anywhere. So unfortunately, it's all over Red Rover. Trust me, when it happened, I was furious. I was mad as hell. And I wasn't going to take it anymore. Looking back on it now, you're going to have a bit of a giggle, but it's a serious issue. And I have forever tried to be careful. Always fucking check everything. And I didn't. I was tired. I wasn't thinking straight. I just got back from a 2-day festival, field day out in East Gippsland, Victoria. And I opened the email. Didn't even take two seconds to think, oh, this looks sus. I went, oh, this is interesting. Bang. Gone. Wrote everything off. Factory reset the phone, the whole lot. Yes, I feel like an idiot. I'm not going to lie. I feel like an absolute half-wit. But, you know, Australians, unfortunately, and I can now throw myself in on this, I'm as dumb as the rest of them. Opening things I shouldn't be. How many of you who watch this video have been in that situation? You've been so tired, you've opened an email and gone, oh shit, I shouldn't have opened that. I did. And I'm paying for it. I've got to restart my whole YouTube life again. Ideal? No. But it's not a fresh start. It's not up my game. It's not anything like that. It's just simply pick up from where I left off with a new name. So no improvement in video production. No improvement in audio. The audio will still be as it was. But I'm not changing. Because all we're doing is changing it from Old Mate's Backyard Tech to Old Mate's Tech Shed. It's just a name change. It's not a whole philosophical channel relaunch and change the bloody everything. I don't want to do that. You get the same old mate. Nothing changes. Same topics, like I said, Server PC stuff, all that. Coffee chats, Pro Audio Fridays, music, the whole lot. So things will come back gradually. Bit by bit, I'll bring topics back. Starting with tomorrow. Pro Audio Fridays is back. We're going to kick it off with Pro Audio Fridays. Unfortunately, I think Harrison, I'm hoping they don't crack it because I've remade my logos here with Harrison's logo. So hopefully they don't crack it with me. Fingers crossed. But from my point of view, if they find out it's me again and someone at Harrison recognised me, they'll be like, oh, all right, it's just Old Mate. He's back on YouTube. As far as wanting the channel to get back to 7,000 subs, I don't think it'll happen. That's not a pessimistic view. That's just pragmatic, Old Mate. It took me 10 years to get 7,000 subs. I was late to YouTube. And now I'm starting again. But I want to make this crystal clear, all right, to all of you who watch this. The philosophy does not change. I don't change. Production value nothing changes. It's just a name change. Yes, I've lost the channel that I built up and worked hard at. Still going to work hard at this channel. But getting back to 7,000, I don't see that happening. And I'm not being cynical. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm being pragmatic. I have enabled a lot of the advanced features so I can live stream. I can go back to doing the shorts, everything like that. But it's going to take time. I have got 2 moderators. They will be able to moderate the everything. And those of you who become, like I said, I'm going to have to start re-trusting everybody again. And those of you who do trust and hold that trust will get full moderators. Same comment rules will apply. That hasn't changed. So if you fly off your mouth in an unsanitary fashion, the comment won't be published. Same as before, the channel's not made for kids. So the basis of the channel is exactly the same. Like I said, it's just a name change. Nothing else. The coffee chats like this will still be typical stinking fucking Old Mate coffee chats down the local cafe, gas bagging. I do want to thank Double T. He knows who he is. And I do want to thank Jim Plays for keeping those that may have been dual subscribers informed. And I know that they're both happy to see me back. Another one of my dear old friends, this guy I've known since 86. Fuck. It's that 40 years now I've known this guy. He's rapt to see me back. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel. Once I've met certain criteria with YouTube, I can start adding recommended channels. At the moment, I can't. Okay, I simply can't. But as the content builds up and the history builds up and I start getting YouTube's trust again, hopefully some other stuff fires up. But nothing changes. It's just a name change. Yes, I'm relaunching again. but I'm relaunching it as just a name change. We're not changing the entire philosophy of the channel. The production quality stays the same. You know, crap video and good audio. But that's just me. Audio's always been my thing. What you will notice here with these backgrounds, they look really good. Oh, get out of it. Bloody fly. I use ChatGPT to do it. I'll get you. I got ChatGPT to do it. It was just a lot easier. It was quicker to get AI to do all of these. All right. If you have a look there, look. This I didn't. This is me. All right. It's an updated version of the original Coffee Chat background we had. But these things, I'm looking at the bloody thing thinking there's a screen there. It's a damn green screen. These logos here, right, you've got Old Mate, you've got the Tech Shed here. These will be where the topics are. All the music stays the same, all the IDs stay the same. It's just that changes. Nothing else. So, Old Mate is here. I am back. I'm not back the way I wanted to be back, but I am back. So, hopefully Son of Sparta 501 finds me. And is able to resub. Hopefully a lot of people find me and come back. Right? That's why I'm going to hashtag a lot of stuff to try and bring everyone back. We'll see what happens anyway. Now, tomorrow, Pro Audio Fridays returns. All right? It is back. We will be having Guess That Track and a plug-in that I haven't actually spoken about. Now, most of you are fully aware I'm an analog guy. All right. I got into trouble over on the old channel for not using Mixbus as a proper digital audio workstation, as using it as an analog scenario. Well, guess what? That's exactly what I'm going to keep doing. Not changing a bloody thing. So, effectively, we're going to start again. Luckily, though, I know what I'm doing. I'm not starting out like I did with the original one when I was just 245 AJS, bashing out crap videos. At least I know that some people may not return. We might be able to actually have a happy environment. That's the other thing I want to do. The only other change I want to do with the new channel, and it's not a philosophy change, okay? Just a bit more happiness, if you get my drift. Fun, I think, is probably the better word, instead of it having to be totally serious with the holier-than-thou know-it-all experts piping up on the fucking everything. As far as monetization is concerned, I haven't made my mind up. Old Mate's Backyard Tech did help supplement the income. Don't worry about that. It did help. I don't have PayPal anymore. I've got to get a new PayPal as well. But honestly, I don't know that I'll remonetize. I would need a very good reason to remonetize again. A lot of people, and I openly admit this, I monetized the old channel to supplement my income. And it did help. It helped massively. Wasn't a lot of money, but it did help. Now, as far as this channel is concerned, I don't know. I'm not going to be pushed by anyone. A lot of people, if you remember, my old viewers, like WWE Undertaker Fan 92, was with me from the get-go, basically. And he'll remember this. Now, he had no problem with me monetizing. None at all. But the amount of carnage I copped, and I vaguely remember saying this on the old channel, was part of the reason I monetized it was to supplement the income, to help pay the power bill, basically. Right? All my servers, the main rig, the mixing console, the power, the whole lot. It's not as critical at the moment, but it's something I'd have to sit down with the other half and figure out as well. So even if I get to 1,000 subs, that's a pipe dream. It'll take me 4 years again, I reckon. Whether I monetize or not, I don't know. But as I said, part of the reason I monetized the old channel was to help supplement the income to pay the electricity bill. All right? Those of you who've been around me long enough, and I know a lot of my, those who've resubbed know this, all my gear is physically very big and power hungry. I don't do small. All right? Some people would say bigger is better. In my case, yeah. In some cases, definitely bigger is much better. But bigger also means more power. All right? So it does come down to sheer economics. All right? If I do get to 1,000 subs, quick, took me 4 years, depending on finances will depend on whether I remonetize or not. I don't know. But the original monetization did help supplement the income, particularly for the power bill. And the blowback in WWE, I know you. You've been with me from the get-go. Even you said you're going to get blowback. And I did, didn't I? Absolutely got clobbered. But it's a case of, well, hang on a minute. I'm making all this content, ripping through the power. I need some sort of recompense. I don't have the Sun server anymore, so the power bill's probably not as big as it would be. Oh, I've got to be careful, guys. Those of you who've resubbed, remember, I'm not allowed to... Well, it's actually pretty all right at the moment. But if anyone comes back who's from the old channel used to have a go at me about Sun, I could end up in mortal danger. Oh, wow. Here we go all over again, eh? So, there we go. We are back. Same studio, same gear. Haven't changed anything. Not planning on it. But I do, the one thing I will change is I want the channel to be a happy channel. Old Mate's Backyard Tech, both sides got happier. But I suppose the only philosophical change I want here is a bit more fun, more laughter, less shit. Now, I said that out of my mouth, which is 15% more true. And if you don't know what that means here in Australia, you've got a problem. So, there we go. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I'm not going to bore the pants off you. We've already been going 22 minutes. So, it's a pretty standard coffee chat. Like I said, guys, stick around because tomorrow, Pro Audio Fridays returns. Okay? And we will be doing Guess That Track. In fact, I've got a good Guess That Track for you this time around. Anyway, stick around. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good one.